Entire lives, our parents have protected us, and there is nothing worse than when something goes wrong with your parents. But one man is working around the clock to prevent his father from getting scammed. ABC 2 News' Josie Sturman explains it's all because he ended up on what's called a suckers list.
Keith Riggs is fighting a war he may never win.
Here's $167,000. Here's one that he kind of started working this.
Keith's father scans every line of every piece of mail and highlights the multiple offers to get rich quick.
Thinks it's a great deal, thinks he's going to get, make money off of it.
But the riches never roll in. Instead, the money rolls out.
I'll bet you it's been in probably $350,000.
Keith says his dad lost his life savings little by little. $10 here, $50 there. It adds up over the last 10 to 15 years. Back then, Keith never expected it would spiral this far out of control.
You're young, whatever, Dad, you do your thing. We had our lives, and now looking back, hindsight's 20/20.
Keith's dad is most likely on the sucker list. It's a list used by fraudsters, scammers, and schemers, and they target you every way they can.
The sucker list is a list you get on normally because you've either responded to an email you shouldn't, you got on a mailing list for something you ordered, you responded to something online.
Better Business Bureau spokeswoman Sue McConnell says once you fall for a work-at-home scam, a foreign lottery, bonus charity, get-rich-quick company, or any phony sweepstakes, your good name could be used for bad things.
They're going to just come back time and time again because they know they have a live one.
Typically, like in the case of Keith's dad, it's the elderly who are victims. But with the internet, people of all ages are now falling prey. So how do you avoid the sucker list?
Check into the company very carefully. Check their privacy policies. See what they're doing with your personal information.
And set up a second email inbox for online shopping and offers. That way, if you get on an internet suckers list, you can just delete the email address. But once you've made it to the list, hitting delete doesn't mean you're off.
It's virtually impossible to get off a suckers list, to be truthful.
The best thing you can do is begin reducing other mail by joining opt-out and do not mail lists. Those lists cover pre-approved offers for insurance, credit cards, catalogs, magazine offers, and other promotions.
We're going to definitely follow through with it and get them onto those lists to try and alleviate this mess.
It's a mess Keith never expected his dad would fall into. After all, he was a successful entrepreneur that simply got suckered one too many times.
It's been tough. It's a tough ride. It's made us realize how many crooks there are out there.
The Riggs family is speaking out so another family doesn't have the same experience. And remember, the way to avoid the list is to not get scammed in the first place. And we're helping you do that with a scam alert section on abc2news.com. Check out the hundreds of scams we've listed there, because if you don't become a victim in the first place, you'll stay off the sucker list. Josie Sturman, ABC 2 News.